is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. Going beast mode when the game begin. I worked all summer to be a champion. At Venice High School, all we do is win. Man, it feel good to be an Indian.
And welcome to this week's edition of the John Peacock Coaches Show. I'm John Masoni here with Venice Indian head football coach John Peacock. And Coach, first game that counted was last Friday
It was
night.
a long one. It was a long one. We were able to put it all together and kind of pull out. I was happy to see us respond in the second half like we did. A little disappointed to see us let them back in the game. A little disappointed in some of the things that took place with the turnovers and the, extending their drives with fake punts and not being ready to defend that and stuff like that. But those are things that we've learned from.
Right.
Right. So you want to learn from those things in a win rather than a loss, and for it to cost you the game. But definitely a lot of things that have gone wrong in the first two games, but we've able to pull out a victory. We had a bad snap over the punter's head.
Yep.
So we're learning from these things, and hopefully we're getting better. And we're going to need to get better as we have a really good opponent coming in this Friday.
Tampa Bay Tech came in very talented, highly rated in the state. I think they were number 3 or 7.
Yes,
like that.
Yes, they're still a good football team.
Very good football team.
They got a heck of a running back. They got some really good receivers, one of the best receivers in the state. I thought their quarterback was excellent. Very good
poised in the
quarterback.
pocket. Like he stayed in there and took some hits. And
we're on his ankles on a fourth down and 12, and he's flipping his hips and making a throw. I mean, I thought they were a really talented football team. They played tough on defense. They kind of just said, "Hey, we're here to stop the run," and went cover 0 all night. And, Winston Watkins had a big game. Ryan Matulovic had a big catch, where he kind of made someone miss and was able to walk in the end zone. So, and I thought our quarterback Jace played a lot better, a lot more poised. We worked on some stuff this past week, and just catching and throwing stuff on time, and I thought he looked really good. I think we had 2 drops, but he was pretty on spot the whole night.
Put up 63 points in the game. There was a block punt for a touchdown, but the offense started to click, and I thought that Jace was the guy who sort of was a catalyst there. You talk about improvement from the first game or the kickoff classic to the first game. He showed it.
Yeah.
He got that was like all the speed, everything was right back to where it needed to be, and he was hitting everybody in stride, like you said. So
yeah, he did a really nice job. His balls, he threw some great balls all night. Was able to effectively run our offense with great tempo when we were able to. I mean, there were so many flags on both sides of the ball Friday night. I think we had 16 and they had 19. So that's stuff that we need to clean up, and there's no reason 2 teams like that should have that many penalties.
No, you're 100% right. And of course, it dragged the game out 3 hours and 40 minutes total.
It was the longest game I've ever been in.
And 3 hours and 40 minutes, that's what you see on an SEC game on a Saturday afternoon.
And triple overtime.
With a bunch of TV timeouts.
Yeah.
So that was a whole bunch of that. So, very long game. Penalties led to that. A lot of plays that were good plays that were brought back because, that kind of stuff. And that can be disheartening. But I will say this, I thought everybody on the team, both sides of the ball, they didn't let that kind of get to them. They just said, hey, next play, and performed.
Very impressed with, like I said, Tampa Bay Tech is a very good football team. They play extremely hard, and they got some very talented players, and they're gonna do well in 7A.
No,
5A.
And you can see it. You definitely can see that they've got that. They're a somewhat loaded team. Again, I think nowadays though, every offensive line we see in high school, I don't care what level you're at, they're huge.
Yeah, they are.
There are kids that, and it could be the fact there's always kids that never played football. They're afraid. I think kids are like, I'm going to wait and play. I'll be a big guy, and then I'll just go out there and start.
Yeah.
And then it's hard to move a big guy and a big guy leaning on you, and that can be very, very tiring. Saying that, I don't think there would be up for argument. I think we were the better conditioned team as well. I think you can see that where that wearing out process, our tempo, but then you start seeing, there was some cramping and some different things and some guys taking breaks, and we really I think that conditioning in the summertime really shows itself early in the season.
Yeah, it is tough early in the season because the cramping. The cramping is one of the biggest issues. Because once they start, they don't go away.
That's what I said to Trey. I said, "What happens?" He goes, "Once it happens, it's it. You can't undo it."
Right.
And they're going to come back. It's a matter of how long you can
You can
sustain.
eat as many pickles as you want.
Once you
get them, you got them.
I said IVs. IVs maybe, but that's not in high school kind of thing. That's more the pros. But that's, there's nothing you can do. They can give you bananas or like I said, pickle juice, but it's not
too
going to
late
do
for
anything
that.
about it. Yeah, no doubt. But again, that's a good thing, and it was a beautiful night again on Friday night. My gosh, we always say that it's a good night when we can see out the window of the press box, especially on a humid night. But again, another good night of football.
Yeah, great weather. We got lucky
weather.
that on Friday night.
Yeah, I think it happened. Everything happened like it should have been early in the year, early in the day, and it went away from there. But 63-40 was your final score at Powell Davis Stadium last Friday night. Tonight we're here again at Bogies, and the newly renovated
Beautiful.
Bogies looks great. Lots of TVs. Football season's coming. I had a fantasy football draft on Sunday. So
I plan on coming here Saturday to watch some games.
Okay. Well, maybe I won't be. I'll be in Florida this week, so I should.
It'll be nice and cool there, I'm sure.
We're planning for light clothes and hydration and you name it. So there's nothing fun about a 3:30 start at the Swamp. But anyway, come on down to Bogies again. There'll be a lot of games on TV on Saturday. It's kicking off college football, always a week ahead of the NFL, which gives them they get to play Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, which is good, which is really fun. So with that, we'll take a break and come back and see the highlights from Friday night's game against Tampa Bay Tech, and then after that, we'll go ahead and talk about our upcoming opponent, the Miami Northwestern Bulls, coming up. So we'll see how they're going to lay out as well. With that, we'll take our first break. Come back here to the John Peacock Coach Show right after this.
Thank you to our 2024 sponsors, Jenkins Chevrolet, the Hupp Group, Venice Pest Control, Sarasota Ford, Tervis Tumbler, Absolute Aluminum.
Last, we'll have to thank SCF, State College of Florida, Lightning Fast Car Wash, Bogies of Venice, and Chick-fil-A in Pelican Plaza.
Education, career, future. Find yours right here at the State College of Florida. If you want a flexible schedule with classes offered on campus and online, plus several program options for in-demand fields, look no further. Create your own path today at scf.edu.
And we're back here at Bogies and the John Peacock Coaches Show. And Coach, 63 points put on the board. Tampa Bay Tech had 40. It's going to be lots of action to be shown tonight in tonight's highlights.
A lot of clips for tonight.
Let's get to it.
So we came out and we were actually 3 and out, which was a little disappointing, but we're able to get this.
Yeah, I think he got good pressure on him then.
We got a roughing, and then we also got a recovery.
No, that was Letts who got the recovery on that one. So
you see here we have a little play action here to Winston. Winston makes a nice catch.
That was a one-handed grab right there at the end. He had the ball up in one hand.
And then catch by Matulovic. I think that was for a first down. And we missed the touchdown, I believe, on the clips. It's the one that went viral with Winston Watkins, so I think everyone's seen it. But we missed it. Our film guy missed it. Defensively, they did a good job on offense. They moved the ball, obviously scoring 40 points. So we did some good things at times. We did get a bunch of stops.
I don't know if you saw, but they ended up having 82 plays.
Yeah, they had a bunch of plays, but we got a lot. You can see Winston right there. And they weren't ready for.
I said there was another number one who did that for Venice a couple of years back.
Drury.
That was his specialty.
Again, another nice throw.
And that's not an easy throw.
No, it's not.
Because that throw being in the proper place gets him the extra yardage.
5-yard throw that turns into a 30-yard gain.
Right.
We like those. And then Macho ran really hard again. Continued on what he's done the last 2 weeks, and he had a great night. He's been at 100 yards the last 2 games. Right at it. I think he had 90. Yeah. 98. Bruno with the extra point here. He said this is the most he's ever kicked in a game.
Had to be.
Yeah.
He had 9 extra points and 10 kickoffs.
Yep.
That's a workout right there.
But he said that for sure that was the most he's ever kicked in one game. So I'm sure he's enjoying it. Great play there by Landon Marsters to force a play there to Zarkowicz. Zarkowicz had a great night. Landon was all over the field. I think he had another 16 tackles. Zark had a great game. Ashari Charles, his effort plays were unbelievable, and he was getting to the ball and I think he had 2.5 sacks.
He looked good. That's
a good
Corbett.
return here for Corbett. Then another little play action there to Winston.
Again, a little quick throw, hitting and getting him
Yep.
in front of him. That's always good.
The offense really started getting rolling in the second half with the run game. But here you see coming up, you'll see Gator have a great run, one of his better runs. He broke those tackles and spun out of it, and really looked nice. I think right here,
there.
got hit, broke a couple tackles, and
the spin actually pushed
Yep.
him. They pushed him
Yep.
forward. So
great
Yeah.
balance. The kid is unbelievable balance and the way he runs the ball and his vision. You can see right here we got some pressure. I think we got him on the ground maybe 5 times.
yeah, number of times, but he was pressured. Again, there were people around, except
Yeah.
around his feet the whole game.
But they seem to always, have an answer. They made some plays in 3rd and long, and that the quarterback really did a nice job. Really impressed with him. You see right here, this is one of Ashari's sacks.
Yep. And before that was Rue and Weatherington getting in there and giving him
Yep.
a hard time.
This is a nice play.
Thought for a
Winston
second
made
he was going
nice
to break
catch.
it,
Yeah. He got called for a face mask there.
and it was down here.
Yeah.
That was a good. I mean, it was a face mask, but good block there by Mock on that play.
See Gator, man, he just keeps his feet going, and I mean he's 10 yards after contact there, where people are just holding on to him. Ryan almost made a nice catch there, and I think we had a PI as well on that play. And this was, I mean, anyone could have scored here.
Yeah,
I mean,
this
it was
is
just
easy.
a huge hole.
When you see the lineman all in the end zone
Yeah.
before he gets there, you know
no
something
one
could
touched him.
happen.
That's short yardage. That's pretty nice to see. See Lane Kisovic coming up, making
Really
a nice
good play right there.
Yep. And this is Bruno's
His
punt.
big punt, 57 yards. I got on
Yep.
this one, and takes the bounce.
I tell you,
Didn't get inside the 20 though, because that's a stat, and just didn't quite get it all the way.
tell you, the height he gets on his punts makes those guys scared to catch it.
That's the big back right there from there.
Yeah, see Landon.
He is a big guy too.
Yeah, he's fast too. I mean, really impressive running back. I mean, he's one of the better backs I've seen in a long time.
Getting in the backfield.
You see Landon Marshall's again and on the play. I mean, he made play after play after play Friday night. Cole Weatherington, he did a nice job for us.
Really nice job.
Yep. Again,
Here's
Landon
Marsters.
for a tackle for loss, and Cole kind of made that play happen. He made him cut back. You can see the size of the quarterback. I mean, he was 6'3", really good-looking kid.
He threw a couple balls where he just flicked his wrist
Yeah.
and put it out there.
Let's see, Winston was playing a little bit of defense. So you think he had 3 pass breakups.
He did. He had
Yep.
at least 2. I think I had him for 2.
See Gator again, see contact, and that's 10, 12 yards
11,
after
12 yards,
contact.
yeah.
That's unreal. You know, the receivers did a really nice job blocking downfield Friday night. I thought we were way ahead of where we've been in the past, as far as that, and as far as their effort downfield blocking.
Another quick pass to Winnie.
Yep.
Looked like almost if he kind of went a little to his left, he might have had a little more room, but he knows. He's got that instinct.
Yeah. See, this is
That's
nice,
a great throw right there, by
nice
the way.
catch too. I mean, we're bobbling it, and we get our feet down. The presence of him getting his feet down was pretty good.
Right, and the idea that that throw could only be made if it had a little air on it. Just a
Great
little
hustle
touch.
play by Ashari, chasing him down and getting a cause fumble there, getting us the ball back. That was huge for us.
Another nice,
Nice play by Ryan there. Like to see you toss it back to the ref, but
I understand.
and then we started really playing really well against the run, and kind of made them one-dimensional there at the end of the game. We made Coach Shannon and the defensive staff made some adjustments at halftime, and you'll see right there Landon and
Eli Jones.
Eli Jones making some good plays there. Again, Cole forcing the play. Ashari, taking on that kick-out block. And they really did a nice job on certain plays, stopping that run after halftime. And then the run game really started opening up for us as well.
Yeah, started clicking. You can see it started clicking. It was getting yardage.
Again, another nice hard run by Dorian after contact.
Because everybody thought he was stopped at the 47, and he keeps going. Throw downfield.
Yeah, another pass interference.
Again, you can see Jace though. He's under control. No panic.
No, he did a nice job.
That's a good run right there. Just kind of getting over all the mess at the line of scrimmage.
That's where first and 15. He got us back right there. Second and 5.
That right there.
Winston makes
put
a
him in
nice play
space.
here.
Yeah. And you can see they were at this point they were getting frustrated because they think they're there, and all of a sudden they're making plays. And this was Shari.
Another sack by Shari. I mean, he must have had a really good stat line.
He did. He had
2.5 sacks.
He had 16. He had 16 tackles as well in the game.
Yeah, there's Judson. Judson had a sack.
Justin had, I think, had 2 tackles for loss in that. I was saying about the little flick, but that was not one of them, but kind of like that. Good play by Borelli right there.
This is our block punt. John Ford blocks the punt. And Malachi Corbett scoops and scores.
So, like I said, we were asked, that is a return.
That made Coach Wideline and Coach Nickerson real happy. The block brothers. That's their team right there, the block team. But they also gave up big first down there in the second half too. So I guess we're even.
Yeah, no doubt. Quick throw.
See Winston there on defense again, like limited reps and I think three pass breakups. It's pretty impressive.
It's a nice.
Yeah, Rue
right there.
Rue does a nice job.
He doesn't get faked out. Holds his ground.
And that's Weatherington and Marsters. We come up with a big stop here, I believe, right?
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure we scored right after this too. This was the play that was the 4th down play right there.
Yeah, that was 4th down. That was a turnover and downs right there. That was huge for us. Kind of, they kept flirting around.
Yeah, they were just close. Right, they stayed close.
It's a great throw and catch by
Chifo.
Chifo did a nice job
He
catching
got
that ball.
two grabs. Yeah.
Jace did a nice job putting it back shoulder. Again, Macho running the ball. Imagine where he's going to be in 2 years.
Him getting open field running like that, I wouldn't want to stop him.
How big he's going to be and strong. It's going to be impressive.
There's Chifo again. Or was that?
No, that was Chifo. Yeah, he made a nice catch there as well. He made two really nice catches there at the end. Again, Landon Marsters, nice tackle, nice way to wrap up.
Well, onside kick. I thought he might take it to the house.
No, Ryan was so close. If he didn't have to stiff arm that guy,
right.
he would have been good. He would have took off.
And some of those kicks that does happen. It's not an uncommon thing.
Yeah.
There's
Gator again on Jumbo. No one touched him. I mean,
he just makes that one jump cut, and he's in the open. Another good play right here.
That's Rue again, right? That was Judson. Judson had a sack and
they had tackle for loss. Yeah, no doubt.
It's a good job there by was it Borelli?
I think so.
Yeah. And then we closed the game out on Jumbo. We just got in Jumbo and got a couple first downs. Got Alex Schaefer in the game. Talking to Alex Schaefer this week, he's the future of our program, and we're going to try to get him in the game as much as we can.
Yeah, you get those reps, and that's a good thing for you.
Let's see Macho running hard.
Yeah, end of a game, you don't want to see him. I mean, he's going to run hard at you.
I know, right?
It's like, God, I don't want to tackle this guy.
He's a good closer.
Yeah, no doubt.
Let's see, Alex, a dual threat guy.
He had a couple 4-yard runs, but he reads it right. He seems to be poised with that. So 63-40 final score. Like I said, a lot of good stuff on film. The penalties got to get cleaned up. That's one thing for sure. So there's still things to coach up and get better at, because this coming up week, Miami Northwestern comes into town with probably revenge in their heart. We went out down there to Traz Powell Stadium last year, and
very similar score.
Yeah.
First game last year, I think it was 60-46.
Yep.
63-46 last year.
Yep. So they know this is not unfamiliar territory for Venice or Miami Northwestern. They kind of know what you do. You kind of see what they kind of think you know what they do. So should be very entertaining. And again, two top 10 teams in the state.
Actually, Teddy was at the game last year.
He was.
Yeah.
Okay, so he knows.
He knows. Yeah.
He's been there and he's seen it. So I'm sure we'll put on a good show for him when he gets here on Friday night. With that, we'll take a break, come back, and talk a little bit more about what Miami Northwestern brings to the table and what to expect from us on Friday night. With that, back here at Bogies right after this.
Thank you to our 2024 sponsors, Jenkins Chevrolet, the Hupp Group, Venice Pest Control, Sarasota Ford, Tervis Tumbler, Absolute Aluminum.
Last, we'll have to thank SCF, State College of Florida, Lightning Fast Car Wash, Bogies of Venice, and Chick-fil-A in Pelican Plaza.
Education, career, future.
Find yours right here at the State College of Florida. If you want a flexible schedule with classes offered on campus and online, plus several program options for in-demand fields, look no further. Create your own path today at scf.edu.
Welcome back to the John Peacock Coach Show at Bogies. And again, I'm looking around. I'm seeing some.
All you see is TVs in here. I mean,
volleyball
there's TVs everywhere.
I see all kinds of different stuff.
Tennis, baseball.
All they got to do is make sure when it's football season, they got all the right TVs on the right games, and that's for sure. That's what it's built for. With that, Coach, this Friday night, Powell Davis Stadium, back to the normal 7:30 start. Because we had an 8 o'clock start last week. Miami Northwestern comes into town. We've known about Miami Northwestern going back as far as you can think. But some of their old hype videos and there's different things that they had. They were
You're the bull.
This unbelievable stuff, and they do a great job of sort of similar what we do as far as how we hype our kids up and get everything going in a certain way.
Won 2 national championships in the past.
Absolutely right.
With Teddy, I believe, was its quarterback.
And they've got guys. They've always been that. They've always been. I would say, in Miami, I think it's Northwestern was probably one of the premier, if not the premier program over
Northwestern,
the years.
Miami Central.
Yeah, so
hand in hand. Yeah.
Yep. And so those teams, and nothing's really changed. I mean, they're still there. And there's a lot of the things have gotten a little bit more spread out a little bit with some of the private schools and whatnot getting more involved in the football side of things. But nonetheless, you're going to get a very disciplined team. You're going to get a very athletic team, and you're going to get a very tough team. I imagine that would be the case.
Obviously, Coach Bridgewater comes in, and he's going to obviously grab those kids' attention right away. You got a guy that's just freshly right out of the NFL that could still be in the NFL right now.
Sure,
if he wanted to.
Yeah.
So just the pull he has with those kids, I'm sure is just when he speaks, I'm sure they're trying to grab on everything and trying to listen to what he's saying. And you can see it on film that they're a disciplined football team. They're very sound in what they're doing. He's developed a really good passing game. He's got 2 really good receivers, one of the top receivers in the country, and the other guy, the number 2 receiver on their team looks they're hard to tell apart. They're both tall, fast kids that make plays, and defensively, it's going to be a similar defense to what we saw last week. I don't think they're going to go cover 0, but they're gonna be a cover 1 team, and they're gonna be physical, and they're gonna have linebackers that can run. They're not overly huge, but they're very athletic and can run on defense. So, that's one thing we always try to create here at Venice is put a team on the field, a defensive team on the field that can just flat out run.
That seems to be a trend in high school. You watch some of the games you watch in these big weekends with high school football. A lot of defenses are not putting big guys; they're putting guys that can run and get to the ball quickly. And
that's the name of the game, fast,
it is. Yeah.
speed. So and they got a really good kicker too. They got an excellent kicker. He was touchbacks every time, so they're very sound in the kicking game. We're going to have our hands full. I mean, I think we're the top game in the state of Florida, if not the country. With currently right now we're number 4 and they're number 10.
Right.
Both coming off 2 really good wins for their programs, and it's going to be interesting. And we're excited about it, and I'm sure they're excited about it too. And like you said, they're probably coming in. They got to want to wipe that taste out of their mouth from last year.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I mean, you could think, because you go down to their place, and like anybody else, we feel the same way. You come into Venice,
right.
and we expect to win at our home games.
They turned the AC off on you, though. I mean, Teddy, we got to get that fixed. We got to get that. We come down there next year. You've got to get the AC on for us.
No doubt, but again, making it hard on you. It's the name of the game for the home field advantage. So yeah, they're coming in here with probably they got intentions of doing a number and winning the football again. I guarantee it.
But like I said, a very talented team, and they're definitely trending upward. They're only going to get better as the season goes along, and I wholeheartedly believe that they're going to be in the hunt for a state championship.
You're probably right. With that, we'll take our last break, and then I come back and kind of wrap things up and talk about where and how you can come watch the game on Friday night for this big national game here at Powell Davis Stadium. Be right back here at Bogies in a few.
Thank you to our 2024 sponsors: Jenkins Chevrolet, the Hupp Group, Venice Pest Control, Sarasota Ford, Tervis Tumbler, Absolute Aluminum.
I'd also like to thank SCF, State College of Florida, Lightning Fast Car Wash, Bogies of Venice, and Chick-fil-A in Pelican Plaza.
Education, career, future.
Find yours right here at the State College of Florida. If you want a flexible schedule with classes offered on campus and online, plus several program options for in-demand fields, look no further. Create your own path today at scf.edu.
And we're back here on the John Peacock Coach Zone. Coach, we talked about it, but now, folks out there, you want to come watch it, 7:30 on Friday night, Powell Davis Stadium.
Supposed to be great weather.
Supposed to be good weather again, and hopefully it'll
get you some Chick-fil-A. The Chick-fil-A, Rick Martin has got the Chick-fil-A going. It's hot. It's ready.
And here's the other thing too: get your Chick-fil-A, get in your seat, because what we're doing to start the game with Venice with the entry for the team.
Oh yeah, pretty cool.
I'm not going to tell you.
Some pyrotechnics going on.
All kinds of good stuff going on. So hype videos and you name it. So it really, I mean, you look at that and if you're the other side of it, you're just like, man, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool what's going on there. So great atmosphere. 2 really great teams that now teams that have had you're talking about teams that are legitimately competing for championships every single year. Like you said, it might be the best game nationally.
Yeah, and if you're a Teddy Bridgewater fan, he said he'll be doing autographs at 7:15. You just go up to him and ask him.
Yeah, no problem with that, right?
Yeah.
Right,
and he said even after the game starts, you're more than welcome to ask for his autograph.
There'll be a line of them waiting to some Minnesota fans or somebody from somewhere, no doubt. So anyway, if you can't can't come to the game, Vibrant Aspect Media YouTube page, you can watch the live stream of Venice Indians football. And it's a great job. I'm there with Trey Burton, and just the visuals alone. We don't have to talk. If they could just watch it, it would still be fantastic because it looks that good. So if you guys can't watch us live, watch us on YouTube. With that, Coach, good luck on Friday night. Looking forward to it. These games are fun.
Yeah, they are.
They're really fun to talk
it's fun.
about.
They're fun to prepare for, and it's exciting to be part of them.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So for John Peacock, I'm John Massoni. See you back here next week on the John Peacock Coaches Show.
What time is it? Game time. 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 Going beast mode when the game begin. I worked all summer to be a champion. At Venice High School, all we do is win. Man,